good morning or afternoon or evening, whenever you get the opportunity to watch this video. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Memorial Day. Um, I'll try to keep this relatively quick. um, I want to answer any questions or some questions that have come up, go over the card drive. I'll show you some cards that I've already made this weekend when crafting with friends on a crafty Zoom. Let me pull up some stuff. Hi, Heather. Good morning. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you could be here. I love your profile picture. Sunflowers were my dad's favorite flower. And so every time I see him, I think of him. Hey, Dawn. Good morning. Let's see. I'm going to pull up some of the questions and things. So let's get that going. I have I even printed up my submissions. So I realize now my printer does not print borderless, so it cut off my zip code. I might have to move that over. I think I'll do that later and re-upload it to my website so that people have my full zip code when they print it. Oh my goodness, can you tell it's my first time? So, good morning, Tamra. You've already made 48 cards? What? You're doing better than me. I've made 17. But I get to craft most of the day today, so I'm excited about that. And thank you so very much. That's wonderful. I'm so excited. I do feel like we're gonna everyone's going to even exceed the expectations and hopes that I had for this card drive. I was hoping for, a couple of hundred, and I'm feeling like it's going to be well past that at this point. I wanted to answer any questions that I've heard so far or seen so far, so that it helps, hopefully. Okay, I'm going to go back to the bottom, the beginning, and we'll go up from there. Okay, the first one that came up for me 2 days ago is, are kids' cards needed? Yes, I would love to get lots of kids' cards. If we think about it, there are 600 kids in that school. I think it's what they reported. And I am really hoping for a lot of kids' cards. In fact, that's where I started, and my card making was kids' cards. I used Sheet Load. I definitely recommend you guys, if you've never heard of Sheet Load, or maybe you just don't need to make cards in mass quantities in your normal day-to-day life, which I understand. A lot of times we're just making one or two. But definitely check out the Sheet Load of cards for this project. This is absolutely perfect for making a lot of cards. So, each sheet load will tell you how many cards it can make. So here's what I would do in case, for all of you who are not familiar, you go to Call Me Crafty Owl's YouTube channel, okay? On there, on the first of every month, and I'm sure she has a playlist because she's one of the most organized people I've ever known, you can see there's a different sheet load for every single month. They are absolutely free, 100% free to download. All she asks is that you subscribe to her channel, which is also absolutely free to subscribe to a channel. Then you can find out the information and the link to download the sketch. So maybe the May sketch isn't the one that calls to you. Maybe this one isn't one that you want to use. You can use any of her sheet loads, and they always tell you how many cards are yielded So like this sketch, if you follow the cutting guide exactly, you'll get 6 cards. Some of hers you get 8, some you get 12. So, you know, and it's just like a recipe. You just double it or triple it. So for like this one, I used a sheet load sketch. I think I've already filed it back. I want to say that this one was September of 21. I think it was September, but I don't actually remember the month exactly, and I've already put it back. How organized of me. I'm usually not that organized. Okay, so anyways, that's what I did for these. So the only stamping I did was actually the sunshine and the shine on sentiment. I kept the inside pretty basic on this one. Um, you know, I definitely want cards that are written in. Like, I think some of what'll make a great impact in the community's life is when they see that the world cares, when they see that someone from Minnesota, someone from Australia, someone from California, someone from Texas sat down and took the time to write a card and to to share their kindness and their love. So I definitely do want some cards that have messages written inside, but then I do also want some cards that are blank. Like, I'm hoping that a lot of our kids' cards can be given to like the principals, and so that they can be written in by the staff there, the teachers, if they want to send their kids some summer cards and something like that. So I made these that are blank. Then I pulled out this great paper pad that I need to use up. Got to use my stash. And this one was Wild Child. This is from 2017. This is when I first started card making. And I made some that, you know, this was actually just a scrap from my stash, but I also think it's fine for this card drive to include, if you want, like sending our prayers and faith encouragement. I think that that's okay. So like for these, you know, I put "you got this," "God will be with you," and so that's kind of what all of these say. And these I was just using up scraps, and using up the paper pad. Whatever ephemera or cut aparts were in the paper pad, because I don't have ephemera for this one, then I just used that. So that's how I came up with these. Run, jump, fly, strut your stuff. You got this. God will be with you. Brave enough to dream. And so here are some others. And I like these because definitely, you know, we need stuff for all the boys and girls. So that's what I started with. So yes, definitely kids cards. That was one of the first questions I saw, and it's a go. Please send kids cards. But of course, cards for all ages. Okay, and I'm looking. By the way, I've had 2 people donate boxes of envelopes. So I think they're all going to be A2, which is wonderful. So I have had 2 donations of A2 envelopes coming. So that's really wonderful, and I just want to thank you for that. It's very generous and going to be very helpful. I don't know about y'all, but when I'm giving away cards, like I'll give away a set of cards. Like if I was to give someone all of these cards, I give people extra envelopes because it never fails. I'll write, you know, I'll mess up an envelope, you guys. My handwriting will go wonky, something will happen. So I always like to include extras, so it'll be great to have some. I have Miss Elaine B, who said that I will definitely do something. Maybe get the church to sign some cards and send blank ones too. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Lots of people are sharing. I really appreciate that so very much. Um, Oh, I want to share this comment. It's also from Lane B. And she said, I'm trying to figure out how many cards to send. I'm retired and make cards sitting next to my mother who turns 100 on June 13th. Can we all send a little praise for that? That is awesome. I can make up to 30 or more cards a day. So, what are your thoughts? Flood them with as many as we can all send? Well, I definitely first of all, happy early birthday to your mom. That is so awesome. And I will accept however many cards you guys want to send. Hey there, Gloria. Um but I think we all have to bear in mind how much postage is. Now, I don't want y'all to worry about my postage because um I'm probably going to load these all up and just drive to Uvalde, okay? At this point, I think there's going to be enough that it's going to warrant that. So don't worry about me and my postage or me and how I will get the cards to Uvalde. I'm saying for y'all, I know that you have to think about postage. Like we seem to have to think about all of our expenses these days with inflation and such. So I don't want anyone to feel overburdened. The beautiful thing about this card drive is that we're sharing in it together. And so um, we're spreading out the cause so that we can carry the weight together. I would accept 30. I would accept 100. You can send me however many cards you lovely, beautiful souls want to make and send. I don't want to restrict it in any way, and I don't want anyone feeling like they're going to burden me by sending 30 instead of 5 or something like that. Yeah, exactly, Dawn. It's lessening the burden because we're sharing it together. Um, okay, Jennifer Y. She says, I have some cards in my stash I can send, but they have handmade by stamp on the back that does include my first and last name. Do I need to obscure that before sending? I say no. If you already have, like I have, in fact, I need to stamp mine. That's something I can do while I'm sitting here doing this. So you guys, when I'm stamping my cards, a lot of times I have dimension. Now on my cards, I am making them nice and flat. I don't think that they'll be mailed. I think most of these are all going to be hand delivered, but just to keep things easy, I am making flat cards. But to show y'all a little trick real quick, when I'm stamping on the back of my cards, because many times there's foam and dimensionals, all I do is open it up and then I can stamp on the back and not get it all bumpy. So like my handmade stamp says Biddy Penny. So I think that this is fine. What I'm trying to avoid, one of the things, so I've made cards for donation over the years. That's how I started as a card maker. This started as a way for me to serve others, to spread light and joy. So that's even why I started card making. But anyway, some organizations definitely share that they don't want anyone's personal information shared within the cards because they're not responsible for if you put your phone number, your email, your address, and then they give it to someone in need. They don't want to feel responsible for any kind of contact afterwards, which I totally get, and that's why I put that restriction on there. But I feel like if it's just handmade, if it says just handmade by Biddy Penny or Jennifer Y or whatever, then I think that that's okay. So I don't think you would need to exclude that. Just don't put any other, whoops, that's okay. Just don't put any, it is handmade, any other personal information in there. So that's okay, I think. Lots of people like crafting and relaxing said, I hope you get so swamped you can't possibly share them all. I'll help you put the word out. Thank you, everyone who is doing that. I know by me not being on Facebook, that kind of limits, you know, my reach. I am really just a YouTube kind of gal. I have to limit myself so I don't get overwhelmed. I do, you know, Instagram like once a week. I just don't do everything, and I don't even try. So the fact that, you know, lots of y'all are on Facebook and y'all can share, that is so awesome. You know, when I started this card drive, I was like, I'm going to do what I can do. And what I can do is put the word out, try to, you know, organize. I can deliver the cards. I can do a lot of that, but I wanted to do, you know, organize this so that everyone had an opportunity to share and to process. And I just knew this card making community, you guys, is one of the most beautiful things I've ever known. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I knew that I could put the word out and that people would respond, and they would respond with joy in their hearts and love. And, you know, I just don't think just any community would do that, but ours does. So thank you all so much. We're still going, right? Because, let's see. Okay, cool. Hey, Bethany. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Michelle. Sorry, let me go back. I've just been talking. Let me catch up with y'all over here real quick. Hi, Sala. Welcome. Oh, good. Okay, let's see. Have y'all had any questions over here yet? Hey, Michelle, me too. Michelle said, wow, 50 cards already. I made 12 this weekend and thought I was killing it. You and me both, girlfriend. I made 17 and I was like, woohoo. But yeah, that's because I made them during a live that I did I was on a crafty Zoom with Elizabeth Costa Rogers. She has a YouTube channel here on YouTube. And she does these crafty Zooms, which are wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I love them so much. And so I made 17 cards during that, and I was like, all right. And then I never crafted again all weekend. So I was like, I've got a head start. Any number you send is going to be appreciated. You guys, if y'all just sent one card, I will be over the moon and be so happy. So please don't sweat it. Oh, I am so glad y'all are talking about sentiments. Before going live today, I was kind of coming up with a whole nother idea for sentiments. I need to reach out to the person I have in mind to see if she'll collab with me and make it happen. But I was thinking of coming up with a free printable for sentiments. So y'all throw out some of the ones that you like. Heather, I'd love your input. Oh, you sent me some questions on Instagram. Let me go there. Let me finish. Well, I'll go there first. Sorry, I'm just looking real quick. Lots of people are sharing. I'm so grateful. I see lots of new names of people here who are sharing, and that's really wonderful. My friend Christina S., she has a channel, Tiaz's Treasures, here, and she was asking, oh, do you need envelopes? Oh, never mind. I see you need envelopes. Yeah, it would be great, you guys, if you can send, if you're going to send 5 cards, if you can send 5 envelopes. But like I said, some A2 envelopes are being donated as well. So we'll have a few leftovers. So if you just don't have the envelopes, but you want to send the cards, don't let that hold you back. Please send the cards anyways. If you don't have the envelopes, I understand. Your generosity is so much appreciated. So please don't let that hold you back. We will find the envelopes for your cards, okay? Um, let's see. I know. Debbie Anderson said, thank you for doing this drive. I think we all feel helpless in this situation. We're all heartbroken. I'll do my part. Thanks again. And that's so true. And I spent 2 days just like in mourning and not really disbelief, unfortunately. And I think that that's when I was like, the fact that I'm not shocked and I'm not in disbelief is part of the reason why I just had to do something. And I wanted to do something bigger than me. So all of you, everyone who's doing something, you're making this so much bigger than just me. I'm just the person who's going to help get it there. So let's see. I'm just going through to see other questions here on YouTube first. I don't want to lose my place. And then I'll hop over Heather to Instagram and check there. I'm so bad about Instagram, y'all. I need to get better about it. Yeah, Leanne Wilcox said, thank you and your family for this opportunity. I have a lot of cards in my stash that I'd love to donate. I'll send them out Tuesday. Thanks so much, Leanne. And I will tell y'all that, hey, Faye. Hey, Faye, hey. That I couldn't do this alone. So, you know, it is going to take time and effort on my part, and that's time away from my family, but they don't mind. They understand. They know it's for a good cause. My family is so kind in how they share me with you guys. But also, like, I have to be at a conference for work in a couple of weeks, and I was just thinking about that this morning. Like, I'll be out of town for 4 days, so Dr. Shrub, my hubby, is going to have to check the mailbox for me on those 4 days. Bless his heart. So, I don't even know how he's going to fit that in. I might even have to lean on like my mother or my mother-in-law and father-in-law, the retired folks, because they can make it during post office hours. Dr. Shrub works all the time. So, anyways, definitely, you know, it's going to take a lot of effort too, even on my family's part. So thank you for recognizing them. But none of us mind. We are all honored to do this. Okay, I'm almost through the questions here. North Star Stamper, she's here on YouTube as well. She said, if we send both cards, we write in and the blank cards, would it be helpful to separate them from each other? It would. That would be awesome. And do you have a preference of written in or blank? I don't. I just want both. I do think that, again, I've already stated this in the beginning, but I think seeing messages from people all over the world who are thinking of you and sending you love and sending you prayers and sending you hugs and, you know, encouraging you. I don't know, like, I feel like there could be a lot of feelings of isolation and loneliness, of course, and grief. Grief is so difficult. And so to know that, man, somebody and Buffalo and wherever is thinking of me too, in Florida, wherever, then that togetherness helps chase out the darkness. But then also the blank. Um, so she's sharing, and I need to go check out North Star Stamper. I'm not familiar with her channels. So I think that's it. Let me hop over for the questions that I've seen on YouTube so far. Let me hop over to Instagram real quick and check some out there. Okay. Hey, Heather, I just found it. Okay, so Heather's wanting to know if shimmer spray was okay to use. It was an afterthought and not really glitter, but thought I'd ask. Yeah, like some shimmer sprays. I think shimmer sprays are okay. Like, I've seen some that kind of come off. It's the only ones I've ever seen that have like so much mica that rubs off is the American Crafts brand, the Heidi Swap stuff. But then there's stuff like this one, and when I spray it, it doesn't really, it barely comes off. I mean, granted, it is like glitter or mica that's in there, but I think it'll be okay. And thanks for sharing on your Facebook group. Yeah, and I just posted about it on Instagram yesterday. So, like I said, Instagram is such an afterthought for me. I really need to work on that. So, let me see if any other, I don't think I have any other questions or anything. So, all right. Yes, yes, glittery Nuvo drops. I'm going to make sure y'all don't have any questions here, too. Oh, see, I miss Gloria's. Okay, real quick. Glittery Nuvo drops and stickles are okay, right? Yes. Yeah, these are fine. Okay, I pulled out some. Any of these are totally fine. Anything that has like, an adhesive that makes it hard and firm is totally fine. I think I even have a stickles here. Yeah. All of these. Whoops, don't mind the foam tape. These are all fine. Totally fine. And this glitterific is pretty cool, you guys. I've already used quite a bit of it. I really like it. Even this one has like this one's a little different. I'm not too fond of this one, but any of these kinds of glitters are completely fine. And glitter paper that doesn't have any fallout to it, there is glitter paper where like you rub on it and glitter goes all over your hands and all over your things. But then there's other glitter paper, which, it's getting better and better all the time, right? So then like Pink and Maine is one that I can think of off the top of my head, but lots of people now make glitter paper and it can't fall out. Like you'll rub on it and you pull your hand away and there's no glitter on you. Those things are fine. Just check it first. When I used to send kids cards to the hospital, they would not accept anything with glitter. Now, the thing is I don't expect people who are screening cards for them to know that some things will fall out and some won't, but I know that. So I'm a card maker, so I can screen for that a little better than maybe someone at the hospital. I think at the hospital, if they just saw glitter, they were like, nope, can't use that. But I can screen for that a little better. Okay, let me go up and grab Gloria's question. Hey, Kendra, welcome. Hold on to hope. Yeah, I like that one, Gloria. I don't know if that's the question you had. Sending hugs, thinking of you, just keep swimming. Those are all great. Right, Bethany? We have to take baby steps, just one thing at a time. There's not a better village than the crafting village, Dawn. She said, it takes a village, and what better village than the crafting village? It's just such a beautiful, beautiful thing, you all. You all are the beautiful, beautiful thing. So, Gloria, was your question hold on to hope? Because I think that's a great sentiment. How about the sentiment, you light up my life? Yeah. Yeah, any encouraging. Oh, there, yeah, I found it. Yeah, that will definitely work, Gloria. Hi, Vicky, welcome. Hi, Linda. Yeah, send in those mini slim lines. They're fine. They'd be great. Hey, let's make some. I think I've gone through all the questions, so I did say we'll craft a little. I have it right here. There is this April 2022 sheet load of cards that I loved so much that I cut hundreds of card bases for it. This one yielded 8 cards. It is a fun fold mini slimline using 6x6 paper. So if you have a bunch of 6x6 paper that you need to use up, this would be a good one. Yeah, I loved this card sketch so much. So I think I'll use it again. And I've already got all my card bases ready to go. I just have to score them. I'll do that now. Let's see. Finding my score line here. Oh, okay. Let me, how do I wonder, so Vicky, did you do the contact page? Did you send me a question through the contact page? Let me know. If you sent a question through the contact page, I'm the only person who manages my website. I am a one-woman show. So it's just because I haven't seen your message yet. I don't have any help over there either. So I will, let me know how you submitted your question. If you use the contact page, then I can check real quick. If you're comfortable, Vicky, asking me the question here, you're more than welcome to ask it here as well. If you, are you a card, I mean, I assume you're a card maker, but let me know if there's any particular sentiments. I think Uvalde Strong, it seems like something that I'm seeing more of. Do you think we should make some Uvalde Strong cards? Oh, okay. I don't mind sharing that with you in a, I will respond to you in a private message with that. And the only reason is I don't want this individual to kind of get flooded with questions or inquiries or anything. Basically, when I reached out to him, I want the person that we're sending the cards to, like, they're so busy that I don't want this to be another thing on their plate. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want them to have to, like, I made sure that everyone sent the cards here to me first so that they don't, their mailbox doesn't start getting flooded with things, you know what I mean? And I don't share, I'm not sharing their name outwardly right now or what organization that they're with because they are so busy and I don't want them maybe being flooded with a lot of questions about the card drive. But I will definitely share that with you. Okay, Uvalde Strong is great. Good. Yeah, you know, y'all's city is just being inundated with love and support right now, which is wonderful, and special visitors. And I know the memorial site has been heavily attended, and there's just so much going on that basically when I reached out to this individual and this organization, I told him, I said, look, I'm going to take on the brunt of everything so that all you have to do is be there to receive, I told him, a few hundred cards. I think it's going to be many more than that now. And all you have to do is be there to receive them and give them any way you see fit, any way at all that you want to the communities. So I just want it to be so easy for them that they don't have to second guess if they're going to take on all these cards or not. But I look forward to communicating with you, Vicki, and I will do that when this live is over. Thanks for putting that question out there too, because then I could address that, because I know it's kind of vague. A lot of times when you're doing a card drive or something like that, you would say exactly who you're working with. I'm just trying to be a little protective so that they don't get overwhelmed. That's all. Oh, I'm a real softie too. I'm a highly sensitive person. So I get it. Great. So I'm going to work on the free printable, you guys, for sentiments, and I will add Uvalde Strong to it. I think that would be a wonderful thing for us to add to our cards. I mean, if you think about it, it's validation. It's like we hear you, we agree, Uvalde Strong, you know. So I will definitely add that. 5, 10, 15, one more to get 20. I like nice even numbers. All right, card base is done. Now I can put this back. Well, I'll keep, let me find the other instructions. Let's see. So you're a card maker. Awesome. I should have known we'd have some card makers in Uvalde. We're all over the world, aren't we, Vicki? We're everywhere. I love that you found this drive. I love that you're there. If I come to Uvalde, maybe we can meet, Vicki. When me and my family come to deliver these cards. Wouldn't that be wonderful? We'll be in contact. We will be in contact, you and I. Okay. I'm all about community. That's why I have a YouTube channel. All right. Let's make some of these awesome mini slimlines. And by the way, you guys, you can get envelopes for these at the Dollar Tree. I'm turning around to find my box of them. Did I give them all away? No, I have one box left. Okay. Vicki, do y'all have HEB down there? So you can buy this size envelope, which is the 6 3/4 envelope, at Dollar Tree or anywhere, we have a local grocery store that's HEB, and they're actually cheaper at HEB. I got 80 envelopes for like 89 cents, I think. So, bonus, that's so now each time I go to HEB and buy my groceries, I usually pick up a box of these because I've been making this size a lot for our church, and I always give them, you know, I'll make like 75 cards and give them a box of 80 envelopes. And the mini slimlines are just so fun because at my church I make cards for the children's ministry. So kids love this. So I just wanted to share with y'all. Y'all might not have an HEB. You only have it if you live in Central or South Texas. Yeah, Vicky's saying that they're $1 at the Dollar General too. So look for them around. It's the 6 3/4 size. But you might check your grocery store or another outlet. They might even be cheaper. So, not that $1.25 or $1 is too much, but if you could get them for 89 cents while you buy your groceries, why not? Let's cut some paper. All right. I love this. So, from one sheet of 6x6 paper, I get enough for 2 cards, okay? So that means I need 10 sheets because I have 20 card bases. So let me grab 10 sheets of patterned paper. Hey, Vicki, I should know this, should have done my research, but since you're here, I guess y'all have different school colors. Does Uvalde have like, that would be another thing for us for the Uvalde Strong cards. Do y'all have like one set of school colors, or do you have multiple sets of school colors? I know here in our town in Hutto, we're orange. Like, we have the same mask. I think we're one of the only schools in the nation, though, or one of few schools in the nation where, like, all schools in our district and all age groups have the same mascot. It's the hippo. So, I know a lot of schools have different mascots and different stuff. All right, let me grab some paper, you guys. Here's a blast from the past. Maroon and white. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is bright. I like it. All right, we need 10 sheets. Not even going to think about it too much. Done. All right. Move this over to the side. And I do know, Vicki, that the individual that I've been communicating with, they're supposed to put out stuff on their Facebook page. So you'll probably be seeing that soon. But I'm going to call them tomorrow and share more and find out more. I love doing sheet loads live with you guys because they just go so quick. It's always nice. I mean, Crafty Owl has done all the heavy lifting of card making. I mean, we don't. We just cut and go. Oh, cool. Coyotes, awesome. We have so many coyotes. Oh, around our house. I actually love it. Every evening at dusk, you hear them howling, hooting and hollering. A true Texan right here, just hooting and hollering outside. My kids know I have 2 young kids. They know at dusk and dawn, you're not to be outside by yourself. Because you could be outnumbered. We used to go on walks together, and we saw this lone coyote one morning just running through. We have a big green belt around us, but running through the green belts. And it's amazing, like, they really are so camouflaged to their environment. Like, if you have to be paying attention or you can miss them. They are sly, like they say, like a fox. Man, coyotes, even just their body structure. We just watched it run across like this meadow, and it was just amazing how they move, the shape of their body. Pretty incredible creatures, I have to say. Vicki, thanks for answering all of our questions, by the way. Hi, Karen. Yeah, I can show the card I'll be making. I am making a sheet load from April 2022. It's a mini slimline, okay, and it says it's a fun fold, and that's because these edges are cut short. And right now I'm cutting all of my pattern paper from one 6x6 sheet. You can get enough pattern paper for 2 cards. So I'm making 20 cards, which means I needed 10 sheets of 6x6 paper. And now you're all caught up. I had my bases pre-made. I loved this sketch so much that I just went ahead and cut hundreds of them. I have a big industrial paper cutter that I can cut like 300 sheets at a time. So, and then I do a subscribe and save for my paper through Amazon. So I always have card bases. But right now, you guys, I've used up all of my A2 card bases. So today on my to-do list is to make some A2 card bases. This is not the time to be running out of card bases. All right. So we have 2 more things to cut, and that is the sentiment strips and the backing for the sentiment strips. Let me figure out what color that's going to be. Not a common sight. We are north of Austin, and we're just outside of, you know, the Metroplex really, but we're part of it. And we have a lot of country land. It's slowly, or I should say quickly, being developed into housing and more suburbs, but the wildlife is getting encroached, and we just have a ton of wildlife here. Catherine Paul, welcome. I got your package this weekend and my Happy Mail. Thank you. And welcome. And by the way, I don't know, I was driving home and I was just like, oh, I just love when people send me cards, and they don't have to send, y'all don't have to send me stuff, but it's sweet. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Hey, Cordelia. Hi, Susie. But I was like, she could just send me a card. She doesn't have to send me this big package. But thank you, Catherine. I appreciate it. But next time you can send me a card. I just love it. you guys, this year I need a I need a big scrapbook for the cards I've gotten this year. Last year I made myself a mini album, but this year I think I'm gonna need a big scrapbook. Okay, I need to find a color for this. So let me pick a color real quick. I think I want it to be bright as well. This is too much. I mean, I don't think there's any bright blue anywhere in this one. So that's a no. Let's see. Seems like a nice green. If I can find one. Or a yellow. I think I just found a yellow. Oh, that'll work. All right, these strips are supposed to be 3 inches by 1 inch. I know the feeling, Catherine. That's why I started YouTube. I didn't know any crafters in my day-to-day life. I didn't know anybody. So I was like, well, I know my people are on YouTube, so I'll find them there. So I started a YouTube channel. That was the sole purpose. Okay, 3 inch by 1 inch? Yes. I don't know if I'm going to get 20 of these from one sheet. We'll see. Oh yeah, I will. If they're 1 inch, this is 11 inches long, I'll get just enough. So, do y'all have plans for Memorial Day? My hubby has to work, so I made sure not to craft yesterday so that I could just be with them. Okay, let's see. I think for my sentiment, I'm just going to use strips that I already have. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. That he came out too bashful for YouTube. Yeah, you know, I don't like I don't like being on camera like my face. It was really hard to do the face. I knew I needed to and I wanted to do the FaceTime for my announcement video for this card drive, but it's hard for me, you guys. I love that I happen to be extremely passionate about a hobby where I can do videos and all I have to show is my hands. It's like bonus. Okay, I think we're done with all of our cutting. We can start gluing. I'm gonna have to figure out which sentiments I want to use. Oh, you're working. Boo. So is my hubby. Yeah, and Heather. Have you ever heard of Elizabeth Costa Rogers? She has a YouTube channel. If you just Google it, or not Google it, but search it in YouTube. She has crafty Zooms that you can take part in. You just join her Facebook group. You'll get to find out when they take place. And anyone, you don't need a channel. That's what I actually love about it, is most of the people who do the crafty Zoom don't have YouTube channels. It's everyone that's here supporting us. So, you know, Dawn's just started her channel, which I'm so proud of you, Dawn. But Gloria's usually there as our cheerleader or our companion. They'll be around. Just lots of people come and hang out in the chat, and then I think she does up to 5 people, so she kind of sets a schedule for everyone. And it's just fun. It's just people making cards and sharing and crafting. Definitely check it out, see what you think, and eventually you might want to join and do one of the crafty Zooms. I want to do something like that on my channel. And she's going to help me get it going. And it just hasn't happened yet. It'll happen at the perfect time, I'm convinced, when we're both ready and when I can take on something like that. This is in case anybody's wondering, this is an old paperback pack from Penny Black, I mean. I got it a long time ago. It's from 2014, but I think I got it a few years. I wasn't crafting in 2014, so I started crafting in 2017, so I got it sometime after that. Okay. I think it's really pretty paper though. Oh, hey Cordelia, you missed the size. I'm making a mini slimline. Okay, so when it's folded and goes in the envelope, this one is 6 1/4 by 3 and an eighth, and then it fits perfectly in these envelopes. Which I was telling everybody, I get these for 89 cents at my local grocery store, but you can also get them at the Dollar Tree. And Vicki was telling us the Dollar General also has them, but see, they fit perfectly in there. So that's the number 6 3/4 size. And then the sheet load that I'm using, that I'm making cards from, is from April of 2022. And for those who are new to the sheet load, you know, you can use a hashtag to find a whole lot of inspiration for each sheet load too. So just, you could type in the sheet load hashtags, which are at the top of the sheet loads. Or you could find one on my channel. I have a sheet load playlist, and I've been on the sheet load collaboration team. I think it's coming up on a year now. I think I joined last summer, if I'm not mistaken. So you can definitely find inspiration here on my channel, but you can find it from lots of wonderful card makers. And it all comes from Call Me Crafty Al. Okay. Oh, I love this paper so much. Look at this. Is that not the sweetest? I just love it. Love it, chop it, right, y'all? Yes, you do, Dawn. I wish I had some tips and tricks for you, but I say you just got to jump in. It was so funny, Dawn. When I started my channel, I was like, you know what? And I think it was smart, but I was like, I'm going to make some videos and not tell anybody. Like, I just want to figure out this whole YouTube thing. So I made videos for, gosh, at least a month or two before I even like told any of my card making friends or anybody that, my virtual card making friends. I didn't have any in person, but that I had started YouTube. I was like, I'm not going to tell anyone. It's just going to be my little secret. I'm going to figure out how to do this thing. I still don't have it fully figured out. I mean, I'm going to tell you that I started card making because I wanted to be unplugged. My day-to-day job is fully 100% digital. There's no there's no like paperwork that's on. I don't. Everything's online. Everything is digitalized for me at work day to day. So I wanted a hobby where I was unplugged, and there were so many great groups at church doing things, and I had very young children, and I could just never be at the church when everybody else was at the church to help. I mean, I did some things at the church, but I just couldn't do a lot of the stuff that they were doing. And so I thought, well, what I can do is make cards in the evening when I do have time, when my kids are sleeping, and spread joy and love. And that's how I became a card maker. And then YouTube came years later. I mean, just basically because of the pandemic, things slowed down enough that I could even entertain the idea. My husband, though, wanted me to do YouTube early on. He bought me a nice camera, he bought me a DSLR, a microphone, all these things that I don't even use, you guys. They sit in my closet and gather dust. Bless his heart. He was trying to give me the best launch pad, and I was like, that's too techy. I'm just gonna use my phone. And to this day, it's still that way. I just use my phone. Oh, my husband is the best. He is the most wonderful human being. I love him. I don't know how he puts up with me, but I'm so glad he does. Is anybody barbecuing today? I don't know what I want to use here. I'll just go with the first one I pick up. I have been forced to become more techie, but I don't necessarily love it. Oh, we do, Heather. I was joking with a friend, a crafty friend the other day, and I said, I wish we could buy time when we shop for our craft supplies. Like, I'd like to buy that stamp set, please, and 3 hours to play with it. Thank you. Oh my goodness. You just have to try to fit it in. I'm trying to think. One thing I want to do for this card drive is I have a lot of beautiful printables, you guys, from like Tsunami Rose. If you go on Etsy, okay, and you type in fussy cut flower printable, you will find so many gorgeous flowers that, like, for ephemera, that your brother Scan and Cut can cut out for you if you have one. If not, you can fussy cut them out. But they're designed, a lot of the companies and the small shops there design them so that they're easy to cut out. Gorgeous flowers. So I have a few of those files. I need to print those up and run them through my brother Scan and Cut. It's just been collecting dust for at least the last 6 months, so I need to put it to work. I just don't have fun sitting there for an hour, because what I do is mass production, right? So I'll stamp out a whole bunch of images and then sit there for an hour and babysit my machine sending them through. I mean, it's great because I don't have to fussy cut it, but still, that's not fun. So you guys, thank you for being a part of this card drive too. I want you to know it means a lot to me as a mother, because I will be involving my children who are elementary and middle school age to participate in helping me sort things. They will be going with me to Uvalde to deliver things. And, you know, our their school, they're scared when they go to school. They've both expressed that it's scary. Um, and you know, we talked about the events this weekend. Well, not this weekend, this week. And I told them, you know, we have to be the change we want to see. We have to do it. We can't wait on others. We can't expect others to do it. You know, we have to be the light. Um, there's a lot of darkness, so we need to shine the light. You know, we just do what we can do. And I talked to him because I ask all of my family's permission before I started this car drive, trying to let them know, like, look, this will be another responsibility that I'm taking on. It will take time. You know, and I'll need your help. So is that cool with you? And everyone was, it was a resounding, without a hesitation, yes. In fact, my son, who was as sweet as pie, was like, start it today. Don't wait another day, Mom. Just start it today. I'll help you. I mean, oh, it makes me want to cry. But so thank you, because I get to shine this light into my children's life, because there is a feeling of helplessness. There's a feeling of things won't change. There's fear in our children. Our children are fearful of this. They don't, maybe they don't vocalize it, they don't talk about it, but it's there. And so, you know, thank you. In our home, this car drive is making a difference too. We're getting to cast out some of that fear with love, you know, and to know that comforting others and loving others is really important. So, and that it's an action. And that's something that I always try to talk about my children with, is that love is an action. It's an action word. It's something we do. We outwardly put our efforts and we actively show love. So thank you all for that. Almost done with this part. I don't know what sentiment or I'm going to put on these or ephemera yet. So what I might do, guys, is finish these up with you, let y'all go, enjoy your day, your holiday, and then I'll finish these up and show them to you another time. Let's see, what's coming up on my channel this week? I think I'm playing with some lawn fawn. Look, I haven't made any of the videos yet, and my poor journaling videos keep getting brushed under the carpet, but they're there. I have finished half of my garden journal that I made here on the channel, and there's another journal. Oh, I finished my neighbor's flower journal. I did the cover and everything. I shared that in a video that I have. It's been like a month now. Y'all probably forgot about all these things, which I wouldn't blame you. I mean, I've almost forgotten. And so I do have those videos. I just need to edit and upload. Oh, the editing and uploading. All right, 20 card bases done. And then I'll end up putting these on here. I'll put a sentiment on here, and then I'll probably put a piece of ephemera over here. I just don't know what it'll be yet. So I'll figure that out. Susie, I am working on it. Susie asked, are there currently any printables to support this? I was thinking of doing a free printable of sentiment, Susie. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that today. I want to collaborate with someone on that, and I don't know if they'll be on board. I don't know what their schedule's like. If they can't do it, I'll figure it out, but this is something that she already does regularly, so that's why I wanted to include her. So working on that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, my pleasure organizing this. It is terrible that children have to be afraid to go to school. Heather, what is the quote at the entrance of Stoneman Douglas? I missed it. Um, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope, in the beginning of this video, I really did try to answer questions and do the Q&A, and then I wanted to do a little crafting too, so that's what this was about. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Yes, 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 yes. And that's what this drive is about, you guys. It's like what MLK said, hate doesn't drive out hate, only love can do that. So you participating, supporting, encouraging. I know that some of y'all, like people like my mom, not a card maker, but she still wants to support and encourage this card drive, and I love that. Anyone can take part, even by just leaving a nice comment, maybe by just sharing this to their friends and family. Even if you're not a card maker, you can still support the cause. It's not a fundraiser, so I'm not accepting money, but you can support the cause just by sharing the word and encouraging others. So if you see content on other people's channels, maybe where they're making cards for this card drive, then you could leave encouraging words for them. And maybe you can't make cards, but you can encourage those who are. So I just want to thank y'all very, very much. This is only successful because y'all are engaging and making it successful. So I couldn't do it without you. We are a very awesome crafty village here, and I'm just honored to be a part of it. So thanks for including me and having me as a part of your crafty family. I love you guys so much. Have a blessed day and week ahead. I will have some other videos on my channel this week that are yet to be made, but I know that I'll have a sheet load. The next sheet load comes out on the 2nd. So you'll see on the 2nd, you'll see a fresh sheet load for me that, it's not from me, it's from Call Me Crafty Owl, but my version of it will be up on the 2nd. So thank you guys so much. Happy crafting, everybody. I can't wait to see the cards, and I'm going to share the cards with all of y'all. Vicki, I'm going to reach out to you when I'm done here. So thanks so much, everyone. Love you guys. Bye.